So let's start with different ways that they will show these proportion questions. First off, determine the unit rate. So I know I'm going to divide. I'm going to find 1 of 16-ounce soda. So I want to find the unit price, meaning I'm knocking this down. And anytime there's money involved, remember when you divide, that goes under the hood because I want to know per ounce. So I will set that up and write $1.99 divided by 16. Go ahead and bring that decimal straight up, and then you could go ahead and ignore it. Now, 16 goes into 19 one time. That is a remainder 3. And then you could bring down that 9. 16 goes into 39 two times. That is a 32. And your remainder is 7. And you could go ahead and add another 0. Now use your knowledge that you already know and recognize that if 2 of them are 32, then 4 of them would be 64 and a remainder of 6. So you can stop there because we are involving money, and money will only go to the first 2 digits. This one we had to find out because if it's 5 or more, that changes to 13 cents. But since it's less than 5, this can remain as 12 cents. So your final answer, because it's dividing the money up, that is 12 cents. So you could write 12 cents with a $sign and a decimal per ounce. If you rather use the cent symbol, you got to write 12 cents. Do not put that decimal in there. Per ounce. Number 2, remember when I first showed you proportions, I let you know that these are equivalent to each other. So 2 over about $4 is equivalent to 3 over about $6, which is equivalent to about 4 over about $8. So you know this is around $10 because these are all times 2. So to figure out the exact amount, you could choose a pair. You could choose this pair to compare to this. You could choose these right next to each other just because it's convenient location. I'm going to choose the smallest number so we could deal with that 2. So I'm going to have 2 out of $398 equals 5 out of X. And I'm going to go ahead and cross multiply to solve it. 2X equals 398 times 5. And you go off to the side to solve it. 398 times 5. Do not forget to add in those 2 decimal spots right here by starting at the end and moving in. So that is 2x equals $19.90. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So when you divide, you get x equals, and 2 into 19 is 9 with remainder 1, 9 again, and a 5. So your final answer is $9.95 for 5 cheeseburgers. Now, if you go back to the original problem, after we set up all this proportion and this mess, I do want to show you this is about $4. This is about 6. This is about 8. So 4, 6, 8. You know this is around $10. Look, 8, 7, 6, and 5. And that's where that $9.95 comes in. You could have just found your unit rate, and that came out to $1.99 each, and multiplied it times 5. Okay, so we're looking at $2.99 for 5 cans, and they want to know how much for 20. So I could set it up and say, all right, you're getting cost divided by cans, and you get $2.99 for 5 of them. And you would like to know, for 20 bucks, how many cans can I get? And that is your unknown. Now remember, we just finished talking about unit rate, and in unit rate you divide this and you find out how much per can, and then you would multiply to cans. But the problem is on this one, it doesn't want or give us the number of cans, it gives us the amount of money, which case that means we have to cross multiply in order to solve. So let's go ahead and do that. You have $2.99 x equals, and that's 20 times 5. 20 times 5 is 100. So that's 299x equals 100. You divide by 299 on both sides. So go off to the side and you write 100 divided by 299. Now remember, you can't have decimals out here, so move those over. Add 2 zeros and bring that decimal straight up. So 299 does not go into 100, so that's nothing. But around this 300. 300 goes into 1,000 3 times because that's around 900. So that comes out to 897. So your remainder, when you subtract, is 103. Now you bring that 0 down for the next line, and then you have 299 into 1,000, around 1,000 again. So that is another 3. So that gets you 897. What you realize then is I cannot buy a portion of a can. So your final comes to 33 cans for $20. Write the whole thing out. Okay, sorry about the picture. It is a little messy. The dots are a little off. So follow along with me. We are talking about the constant rate of change, which is what we just tested on. So this is the same as our slope, which is the same as our m. So we're not worried about the y-intercept of b of 0. We're just focused on our slope, which is our triangle. So visualize this triangle here. I'm just trying to make it a little bit better right there. So this would be between 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So that is 1 long. So put a 1 right there. Then you need to count and be very careful because this is actually at the 3. So it's starting at 3 and goes up to the 6. So the distance between here is 3 and 6. So we're going to go ahead and label that 6 minus 3 is 3. So my rate of change, or slope, is 3 divided by 1, which is our 3. And that's all this question is asking. Same thing, this is just asking for your rate of change again. We're just practicing. So it's just what we finished testing on. You're looking right here, the change difference is 20, the difference is 20, and be careful, do not make any assumptions. The change is 40, and this is actually 80 more. Go over here, 1, 1, 2, and 4. Now remember, it is the change in y over the change of x. So if you look at your first set, this is 20 over 1. The second set is also 20 over 1. The third set is 40 over 2. And then we have our last set, which is 80 over 4. Now what you should recognize is these are proportional. These are equivalent to each other, because 20 divided by 1 is 20, 40 divided by 2 is 20, and 80 divided by 4 is 20. So your m, or your slope, which is your rate of change, is 20. That is a proportional linear equation.